To suggest I'm disingenuous shows your ignorance or your absolute inability to deal with Congress people the way they should.
Ms. Parker, you brought a comparison between slavery and abortion, and as far as I recall, that's the first of that type of testimony that I have seen before this committee or any committee. Is that an original thought on your part? Have you had others that index the same comparison? How did this come about?
Others have looked at it as well, and in fact, when you put the Dred Scott decision next to the Roe v. Wade decision, they read almost verbatim. I'd like to also address something that was brought up earlier, if I may, when it comes to mixing the abortion issue with the challenges that we face in many of our hard-hit communities. I feel it disingenuous that the issues of Medicaid would come up and other opportunities for us to readdress what has happened and broken down in our most distressed zip codes, the way that Planned Parenthood specifically targets these particular zip codes with abortion. Abortion is a leading cause of death in the Black community today. Since Roe v. Wade was legalized, 20 million humans have been killed inside of the womb of Black women. And then on Halloween, Planned Parenthood tweets out that the Black women are safest if they abort their child rather than bring it to term. To the gentleman from Texas who brought up Margaret Sanger, the founder of Planned Parenthood, I think that it is important that we put in record that the needs of those that are most vulnerable in society cannot be addressed with abortion. Abortion feeds a narrative that women are victims, that they have no control over their sexual impulses. And as a result of this narrative being forced down into our hardest hit communities, we're seeing now recklessness in sexual activity, and marriage has collapsed. In the 50s, 70% of Black adults were married. Today, that number is 30%. This is causing a lot more social pathologies that have to be addressed through different types of legislation, not the heartbeat bill. The heartbeat bill is to protect the innocent.
Chair, recognize the gentleman from Tennessee, the ranking member.
Thank you. Firstly, we're in filler time waiting for somebody to come testify. I would ask that we allow Ms. Jayapal to do filler as well as the chair. And I'd also like to say that I am not disingenuous about anything I say about Medicaid or Medicare or LIHEAP or SNAP programs. And to suggest I'm disingenuous shows your ignorance or your absolute inability to deal with Congress people the way they should. I believe in those issues, and I think they're proper, and to say I'm disingenuous is just wrong, and I expect an apology.